So after a long content drought, Ian finally got Solistia and also Torchpoint and also 6-star, which the topic of Torchpoint and Solistia by itself was already a long topic, and now there's also 6-star, so it's also another longer topic. Really over Solistia. Solistia is a continent from Octopath 2, so now the new story will take place over here. The only thing you can bring over to Solistia are your character, your accessory, and your pet. Everything else stay on Ostera. Your money, your weapon, your armor, your material that you get from defeating the enemy, all of them stay in Ostera, which also means that when you start out in Solistia, you will also be very broke, and you will feel very bad when you cannot get that, well, NPC to like get you over the stuff because you don't have enough money when you like inspect them or something. Along with Solistia arrive a new power system, which is the Torchpoint system, but Global now call it like the Lantern system, which is kind of weird because like the currency for the system is abbreviated as TP, so Lantern and TP doesn't really fit compared to Torchpoint, but still. Torchpoint is a new power system for all character to give them a chance to become meta again. Not every single character has good Torchpoint, and every single new character from now then also will get Torchpoint, which is kind of a weird decision, honestly. Because from what I've seen from other gacha games, right, when they introduce a mechanic that give power to older unit, right, it also means that the newer unit does not have that power yet, and only once a certain amount of time has passed, then they receive that power. But because the newer unit also gets Torchpoint on release, it doesn't give them, they don't get a second chance to become good again. So Torchpoint grant you stat power and 2 skill. For the stat power, it grant you up to 40 stat power for all the category except for HP and SP. For HP and SP is a bit different, it's like almost no one use it. Because the buff is you get HP and SP regeneration when you finish a battle, which doesn't really matter most of the time. Torchpoint also grant a character 2 new power, one in the form of a new skill and one in the form of a new passive. The currency that you will use to unlock these power and stat is called TP, which is also just Torchpoint. Torchpoint can be obtained by either winning battle, 10 point per enemy defeated. So if there are 3 enemies show in battle, there will be 30 points, and if there's only 2 enemies show in battle, it will only be 20 points. You can also gain them through automatic hunt, which grant you a lot more than usual. But some characters already max out Geiststone, and you kind of want to prioritize Geiststone, so most of the time you're probably just gonna have to walk around the map and just gonna farm some monster to raise the Torchpoint up. The second currency that required to unlock the Torchpoint power is the yellow light crystal that can be get in Oma area in Solistia. I don't know what the official name of Oma area is probably gonna be. It's probably gonna be something like Twilight area, but most of us that play JP call it Oma, so. Oma area are this dark version of places in Solistia City. In these places is where you will grind for your new weapon for your Solistia, which is like the replacement for fusion weapon, and also where you will get the yellow light crystal for your Torchpoint power. So here's how it will go. You go inside Oma, you inspect a bunch of stuff, you fight the mid boss, you inspect a bunch of stuff, you find the real boss, you fight the real boss, and ta-da, you're done. Now repeat that like 20 times and then you're kind of done. Oma area farming is not friendly at all. At least in Ostera, right, when you're farming for dice and soul for your fusion weapon, at least like you just press one button and just go around the dice and just like do stuff to that. But in this place, you have to walk around manually, go to every single map places, explore the map, and then you finish the Oma area. The whole process is very grindy, and it's also very hard to find a way to automate it because you have to like click the inspection node by itself. And even worse, there are some area, depending on the chapter, that is really, really bad. Specifically, Chapter 3 and Chapter 4 side Solistia, the Oma area is so bad, especially in Chapter 4, that I just kind of give up farming there, and just wait for like Chapter 5 to come out so like I can power creep the weapon already from Chapter 4, so why is some Oma area more friendlier and nicer and easier to grind than the other one? It's because there is encounter, there is there is enemy encounter that does nothing at all inside that mode. If you walk around too much, you will get a random encounter. However, the enemy you fight is around like level 90 or something, so they are very tanky. And they also drain your health before you fight the main boss of the area. The best place currently early Solistia to farm is in Totohaha, which is Ochet place in Chapter 2. Because in Totohaha Oma area, there are ladder that reset the encounter rate. So you can like walk up and down a ladder and then the encounter rate doesn't happen at all. However, there are also some place that's really bad, as in Chapter 4, as like the Winterland, where the land is so vast and barren that you're gonna get like 3 encounters before you fight the real boss. So in summary, the smaller the map, the shorter the travel route, the less encounter there is, the better and faster the whole farming process will be. And that is the whole gist of how Torch Point and how farming for Torch Point power work. And now for 6 star. 6 star is not connected to Solistia, so you can do this in Ostera you want. 6 star introduced a new system into the game called the Star Incense Burner. The Star Incense Burner is a new mechanic, so as usual, also a new Kate. This time is the Dancer Kate as Story. Story is the one that is in charge of this whole system. And how this works is that you will passively accumulate stuff over time. So you know like how in some other game, right? You like build this thing, but this thing takes time. So you have to log out of the game and the game still build it passively even when you're not online. This new system is like that. It will accumulate items over time even if you're not playing. These items range from Class Up Seal, Guy Stone, Level Up Berry, and the new currency, which is I just call it the Blue Seal, or the 6 star seal. And these 6 star seals are what you need to unlock your 6 star for your corresponding character. It takes about 500 blue seals and 3 golden seals for your character to level up from 5 star to 6 stars. You get about 500 in about 2 weeks if you do nothing at all. If you use an item to boost the effectiveness of the incense burner, or you buy the pass that also boosts the effectiveness on the incense burner for the entire month of the pass effectiveness, then you'll get it about 2 times faster, so you'll get it in about 1 week. Which is why I think you should be careful on who to spend your 6 star seals on, because the resources are time gated like Guy Stone is. You have to choose, and you just cannot level up all the characters at 6 star. Some character doesn't even have strong 6 star power, so only 6 star character that you really like or the power increase is really big. Now as for the production rate, if you go 27 hours without touching the incense burner or checking in on it, the incense burner, it will go from the default orange color to the green color. In the green color, the production of the blue seal is even slower. And then the timer for the green color is around 72 hours in, I think. And after 72 hours have passed on the green color, then the incense burner will completely shut down, as in it will no longer produce anything until you check back in on it. You always want to have the incense burner at the orange color, so you always maintain the maximum rate of blue seal producing efficiency. Not at the green. If you ever reach the green, the game will also give you an option to pay rubies to fix that kind of way, but like don't ever pay for it. So yes, just log into the game every day and everything should be fine. Now as for the 6 star itself, the character will go to level 120 and it will gain an automatic level 120 level cap. If you already have the character at level 100 from the 5 star, then you don't need to do anything else. If your character is at level 80 when you do this, then the max level will automatically raise to 100. You do not have to worry about using extra Guy Stone for the extra level. The extra level from 6 star are automatically granted for the character. So in addition to the extra stat that is granted to you by level 120, you also get an upgrade to one of your existing skill and also an EX skill. EX skill is like ultimate, where you do not have to bring it to battle, it's already in the character, you just need to fulfill the condition to activate the EX skill. And the condition is very dependent on the character. The most common one is to wait a certain amount of turns, and the second most common one is to use the ultimate ones. And after you fulfill the condition, the EX skill can be used a certain amount of time in battle. Also very depend on the character. And some EX skill range from useless to absolutely very powerful. Just invest 6 stars in character that you like and the one that you're currently using. Even if you pick the wrong choice, you still can just wait 2 weeks for the resource to come back to invest in another character. So it's all good. And that's it for Touchpoint 6 star. I think I got most of everything covered, and if there's any question you can ask in the comment. Onegaishimasu. With that say, bye bye!